Greetings and salutations, Tube Dwellers. Welcome back to the Wings of Liberty campaign. And let me continue my brutal playthrough. So, we have a few missions here. We have 3 missions to choose from this time. Before I hit the objective readout for any, let's look at what each one gifts us. So, we have about 120,000 credits and 3 Protoss research and a siege tank. I shouldn't say a siege tank, I should say siege tank tech for this mission and subsequent missions. We have an amount of cash comparable to the first one. Questionable research opportunities. I happen to know that this mission kind of has 2 parts. It's got a fork. You can choose which path you want to go down, and one path will give you Zerg, one path will give you Protoss. So you could have either, and it allows Vikings to be constructed from then on out. And then Dead Man's Port. Again, $120,000 credit reward, Protoss research, and this one rewards us a Vulture. Okay, well, these 3 units happen to be very, very different units. Siege Tank, Vulture, and the Viking kind of all serve a different purpose, and honestly, none of them really affects the mission of the other 2 a lot, with the exception of the Siege Tank's always helpful. So you're going to face some ground forces in pretty much every mission, and the Siege Tank is just an absolute annihilator of ground forces. I won't use heavy siege tanks in either of these 2 missions. However, if I do have them, I'll probably build like 1 or 2 just to put my base defense on lockdown. So, with that being said, I think Zill is going to be my choice. Also, I'm a little bit behind in the Protoss research as compared to my Zerg. So, of course, I'm going to jump at the opportunity to level those out. 3 will get me to my next tier. However, that's not to say much, because if I went this route and got the Zerg research, that would get me to my next tier of Zerg Technology 2. So before I launch, let's take a look at the achievements. And you know what? Actually, I didn't look at that mission's name, but I think I'll be able to intuit it. Let's see. It is not the dig. It's not smash and grab either. Am I looking in the right place? The Mobius Factor? It is not that either. Nor is it Supernova. Okay, so hold on. What's the name of this mission? Sorry for the delay. The dig. It is actually the dig. That seems weird. I thought the dig. Oh, maybe not. That was Liberation, something or other. For a second, I was thinking the dig was that very first mission that you played, or I guess the second one where they actually had a dig going on. Where I first got Marines. Okay, so the achievements for the dig are complete all mission objectives, as you would expect. Drill hard, which requires that I kill 20 enemy units using the laser drill in the dig mission. You can do this on normal difficulty. So the thing about this achievement is you have control of a laser in this mission. I won't spoil too much about it, but you can direct it towards enemy forces. And later in the game, as the mission goes later, they send harder and harder forces at you, and you get to where you kind of need to do it. So on normal, you don't need to do it, but you could easily enough. On Brutal, I might actually need the laser. We'll see though, because I'm going to try not necessarily to kill as many units as possible. I want to complete the mission as fast as possible, but if I have to use it, I'm definitely not going to refrain from doing so. And then the final achievement is Yippee-ki-yay! Destroy 50 Protoss structures in the dig on hard difficulty. I am for sure not doing this on Brutal. There is no way. On hard difficulty, it mainly just relies on you really building up a lot. With siege tanks, it's not too difficult. With the laser, you can stay alive pretty easily. To stay alive long enough to make this possible, though, you really have to divert the laser away from your main objective. Okay, well, that's enough looking at the achievements. I now know what they are. They're fresh in my mind. The one I'm definitely not getting, the one I might get by happenstance. The one about objectives should be no problem.
This place is a morgue. Whatever used to live in these ruins up and died millions of years ago. Before they went missing, the Mobius team reported artifact radiation emanating from that big old hunk of rock over yonder. They brought a big damn laser drill to burn the way in.
Laser drill? That thing's a monster.
Yes, it is.
If the Mobius team had access to that kind of hardware, I need to think about what could have wiped them out.
Reckon we'll find out soon enough, partner.
Well, the Mobius boys are scientists, so anything threatening would have wiped them out, I would think. I don't know. Maybe they have money for mercenary soldiers, but they're not necessarily trained killers or very adept war fighters themselves. So, the laser drill. This mission is kind of your tutorial into Shift Q. Oh, and you actually see a tip right here. Hold the Shift key while issuing commands to create a list of commands to be carried out in sequence. This is particularly useful when controlling the laser drill. So you guys have seen me use Shift Qs extensively. I use one every time I build something with an SCV. I shift him back to the minerals. And I use them with my army all the time, too.
Watch your corners, boys. We don't know
drill,
who'll
though.
clean this place out.
The drill, though, is quite a different story.
More terran thieves. The mysteries of this place are forbidden. You will pay for your transgressions with your lives.
Okay. At least we know what happened to the other expedition.
Yeah, a little weird, right?
Hold up there. Those
Pretty
Protoss
cats.
cannons will tear us a new one if we try to advance.
A new
Swan,
what, Jimmy?
promise me siege tanks. Where are they?
Settle down, hotshot. They're coming. These babies will knock those cannons down from a nice, safe distance.
Aw, yeah, siege tanks in the mix. And there you see their outrageous 13 range. These are patch 1 siege tanks. They are campaign siege tanks. They just do a flat 60 damage. And yes, that damage is absolutely insane.
New
I
siege
can't
tanks work
believe.
just like the old ones. When you put them in siege mode, they get increased range and firepower.
I can't
Can't move
believe
in
that they were
siege
that
mode, so
powerful.
you need to reposition them to switch them back into tank mode. You got it?
Let's get some siege tanks deployed on the high ground. They can pound that Protoss stalker before it even gets close to us.
Pound that stalker, yeah. That's what happens in prison. Oh, an Archon. Interesting. I do not want him to touch my Marines if possible. He's gonna get... Nope, he's not even gonna get a single Marine. Sweet. Let's keep it coming. Keep it coming. The siege tank. The almighty unit. Shift Qs are also really useful on siege tanks, by the way.
Mobius base local net accessed. Decrypting security overrides. Transferring control of base structures to you, Commander.
Rescued! The base is mine.
Fired up. 174 gigawatts. The power of the sun at your fingertips. Now get it aimed at that door and let's get cutting.
Aw, yeah. Look at that thing.
Laser output is good. Drilling will take some time, but there's no other way into the temple. Sir, the tal'darim are mobilizing their forces against us.
They're angry. We'll let
So
them
we set a
come.
perimeter and protect the drill until we're through. I'm just glad we've got siege tanks.
As am I, Jimmy. And siege tanks are going to be amazing in this mission. Which means I want to get at least a guy on gas pretty immediately, and I want to get an armory coming pretty immediately. I'm going to number the drill 5. Can I do that? Oh, I can't number the drill. I forgot.
Bunkers and siege
That's a
tanks
pain.
defending that laser drill. We got no chance of claiming the artifact without it.
I'm going to take a couple siege tanks over here. We're going to go ahead and siege them. And I'm going to need quite a bit fast, aren't I? I'm going to need depots. I'm going to need some infantry, some bunkers really soon. Oh boy. Oh boy. We got some stalkers lining up over here. It looks like they're going to collect just within my sight range. And check this out. You can take a laser. Oh, I can't yet. Okay. Well, they haven't given me the tip yet. Here in just a second, I will be able to take a laser. And,
Sir, I've managed to access what's left of the Mobius Expedition sensor net. I'll route it through your map so you can see what the tal'darim are up to.
nice. The sensor net. Yep, sweet. So we've got 3 different collection points where Protoss forces will gather up and then move towards me. So I'm going to try to keep my infantry with the renewable energy of the medics on this side, and then I'm going to try to bunker off this side immediately. The bunker I'll be able to repair pretty easily. You are actually going to have to move back just a little bit. And there's a shift Q. He's going to go ahead and just carry out the rest of his little order. Please do not kill my medics, or my Marines for that matter. I don't want either dying. You know what? Cancel that. Space management is really going to become a bear in this mission. You can probably tell just by looking around that there's not a whole lot of room up on this platform. Let's go ahead and slap some Marines in there. Ah, yeah, it worked perfectly. And hopefully we'll be getting another siege tank really soon for the other side. Wow, this first upgrade is finishing fast. It looks like Let's get a third guy on gas. I would like to start that next upgrade ASAP.
Complete.
We're making some progress on this door too. So the way this mission works is the more you have the laser just focusing on the door, the shorter the mission ends up being. But if you get too overwhelmed, then you may have to take the laser off of the door and focus it on large units, especially on Brutal. They start whipping Archons out and some Colossi pretty quickly. Wow, how did a medic get up in there? Let's take that medic out, swap it out for a Marine. The medic would do better over here anyway. I don't think they've given me the tips yet, but there are also some artifacts that I can get over here and over here. Unfortunately, they're in structures that I have to use the laser to break through. So that's another factor that is going to delay how quickly I can get this mission completed. Which means that the Protoss will build up greater forces, which means the mission will become more difficult, etc., etc. Let's go ahead and get this side shaping up. I'd like to get as much space as I can, although I don't necessarily want to choke all the way up on the ramp. I want to build things in a way that allows me to get a good concave. I'm going to go ahead and stem all the infantry in this bunker, and that's going to make that come out a little bit quicker, and then I'm going to unload them and bring some medics over. No, actually cancel that tank. As much as I would like more siege tanks, as much as I desperately need more siege tanks, I actually want the upgrades even more. Especially these damage upgrades, because you're going to stay there and repair, buddy, because that's quite the big force. And you guys, as a matter of fact, are going to be coming over too. Ooh, it's going to get close. I need some more SCVs. I'm going to lose the bunker. I think I'll be fine overall, though. It is going to be a little close. Already bringing the heat, they are. Giving me a little bit to worry about. All war pigs. Don't have the money yet. I'm going to have to wait for the money, too, because, you know what? No, let's get the war pigs first. Let's go ahead and get them on their cooldown. I need another couple supply depots. Boy, life is rough for a Terran.
Not enough minerals.
I think I'm about good on SCVs, actually. I was going to build another one, but let's just stay there.
Not enough minerals.
What's my count looking like?
Desecrate that which
Counting a couple gas SCVs, it's just over 16.
Sir, those are Protoss Archons. If they get too close, our men won't stand a chance.
I'm going to take out some of that,
Giving you manual
one of them,
control of the laser drill.
one of those,
Use it against the Protoss.
and the shift Q will begin working.
You heard the man. Swing that laser around. We can use it to drive back the Protoss.
And it works like a charm. I'm going to bring you guys over here because we only have one tank, equal distribution of forces and all. I lied, I'm going to get one more tank, or one more SCV. I need some building these depots up. Oh my, focus the Immortal down, please. That thing did huge damage to this bunker. I'm actually going to need a few more SCVs because before long I need to have SCVs up in these areas patrolling so that they can keep this stuff alive. And I'm going to need another barracks. I really wanted not to build one just because of the space, but I definitely need a barracks with a reactor. I'm going to need to have Marines coming with some regularity. Looks like we got something big coming at us again from the left over here. Let's, oh my, they're killing me on space.
The doctor is in.
Oof, it's Archons and all. Let's see if we can just stim and get away with surviving like this. Get up there and just fire in tank mode for a minute. Yeah, God, that 60 damage from these tanks is just so much.
The laser drill has breached the door's outer layer.
Oh, nice. Some of this point of reference can be a little bit dangerous. So right now you're seeing like 2 siege tanks in a bunker take out, what, 3 Immortals, 2 Archons, a Stalker, just a crazy amount of everything. That doesn't happen in multiplayer, so kind of take what you're seeing here with a grain of salt. Siege tanks are not that powerful. Don't be surprised when the forces that I'm holding off in this mission are just rolled over in multiplayer by a Protoss player controlling them smartly. It's a whole different story. Let's see, we've got medics and stuff over there. Let's take the tank this way. And I kind of like to keep them clustered, keep them as close together as possible against Protoss.
Damn it. Air units, nothing. Those are transports. Use the laser to knock them down fast.
I don't really have any good anti-air right now. I do have Goliaths, but I have the ability to build Goliaths. I just don't have any. I do have the missile turrets, but using the laser there keeps warp-ins from happening. Warp-ins in this location are really, really nasty. And I think I've got enough SCVs that I can kind of get a couple going in a few different places. They will continue with the air units too, and they won't stay on the low tech that they just now sent at me with the air units. They will keep sending. Man, I can't think right now. Got a macro. They will keep sending the transports, the warp prisms, but they'll also begin sending things like carriers.
Sir, I'm picking up the energy signatures of several Protoss relics in the area.
Yeah.
I'm marking them on your map.
I was wondering when you were going to let me know about this. Got more war pigs ready. Aha!
Well, if there's
Protoss
time,
relic.
we can blast them free with a
Protoss
laser
relic.
drill.
Protoss relic.
I bet Stedman would love to study them.
Yeah, so the trouble about getting these 3 research points is that you have to prolong the mission to do so, which means that you have to be able to survive. You have to be good at surviving and continue to survive. Let's ooh, no, the depots. I just now saw it. Let's try to keep some of that. Oh, who's in deep? Okay, just a couple tanks is really looking amazing. As a matter of fact, it adds 5. Every upgrade adds 5. That's freaking awesome. I'm going to take this little bit of a mobile force back and forth here as much as I can. And it looks like it doesn't even matter the way I've got them coming around this corner. They're just getting eaten alive. Yeah. Num 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 num. Oh, check it out, a hallucination. How cute. The Protoss knows how to use their abilities. Let's stop that. Let's go ahead and not get more SCVs at this point. Looks like I could have spaced these depots a little bit better. And I've probably got enough of a force of infantry that I could take out some of the forces guarding one of these. But that would leave me with nothing watching over the base. No mobile force to run back and forth with. Pretty soon I probably want to double up on the bunkers, and of course I want to kind of build the tank count throughout. I kind of want to get some Goliaths too, just to make sure that this is going to be safe. The Goliaths, I think, have better range. Actually, is it equal to a turret? I guess they could walk up to the front, and the Goliaths could pull back, making his air units come back, and then walk up and kill him too. Wow, 3 Archons. That is pretty intense. We're going to stay over here for the time being. And finally, my war pigs. Bring them on in. I like the way my upgrades are going. I'm getting things pretty quickly.
Now cutting through the door's thermal barrier.
Nice. Keep it going there. And go ahead and bring these Archons on down. I don't care. Oh, you know what? I should have been building basically all of my depots out there. I know that's going to take that one SCV quite a long time to get through, but that's okay. Oh, they're choking themselves up. SCVs, bunker please. Bunker, bunker please. And nice. Easily held. Let's come over here. After this pushes, I think I'm going to try to come clear some of the forces guarding one of these, or a couple of these. Oh yeah, smashing through. That +2 damage on my infantry especially helps. Siege tank. Those siege tanks especially help. 60 friggin' damage. AoE like whoa. Oh, I lost a Marine already. Lost a few Marines. The medics couldn't quite get to him. Okay, so now if I want, I could divert the laser and start hitting this up. Are you guys gonna be okay? I feel like they are, but I also feel a little bit worried. Oh, come on, you're about to have it, you're about to have it. Ooh, wow, that is actually... Okay, yeah, the Archons did end up going down somewhat easily. Oh, you, get back. I don't know who is attacking you or why. That's silly. And more forces, right? Yeah, I think you guys can basically do it alone, though. Is there even anything else here? There is not. Okay, well, let's go ahead and start diverting. I definitely want all of this research.
The doctor is in.
Actually, not a war pig. Let's leave you there. Let's leave you there. Because we have to have vision of both of these for the laser to be able to fire on them. So, let's go ahead and cue the laser up.
Units inbound.
We gotta take them out, or they'll keep dropping troops right on top of us.
Oh, we'll deal with them, Jimmy. Don't worry about it. Alright, I guess I'm kind of talking to myself, aren't I? Oh, what? No, what? No, this. Then go back over there. Oh, man. Oh, the carrier. Oh, God, they killed a tank. Marines are actually really good against the interceptors of a carrier, since they got little bits of damage and they sit there and throw it out regularly. They kill the interceptors really quickly. We got another medic. Let's go ahead and come out here and finish that one off. Nice. Okay, so 2 research so far. There was a little scout right there, Protoss air unit, but I'm gonna refrain from. Oh boy! Oh my God, the storm! Wow, that hurts. Sit back and heal for a minute. Can we get some more medics in the mix? Goliath, let's see. I want you from kind of an inside place going all the way out to the perimeter, then back. That way, hopefully, you'll be able to attack anything that comes up, and we can also use you to kind of lure guys our way. Okay, I think you guys are good to proceed now. And overall, I feel like I'm doing pretty good. I feel like I'm completing the mission pretty quick, and I'm also setting up well to be able to take all of this research. So I'm liking it. I'm liking everything we got going on here right now. Now, unfortunately, they are going to be sending bigger and bigger stuff at me. My God, 4 Archons and a Goliath. That is absolutely nuts, but even more nuts, tanks, bunkers, and SCVs. Aw, yeah. Smashing it. Defense is looking perfect.
Thermal barrier breached. The laser drill is now cutting through the core.
They seek to devour the legacy of the god.
Ah! No! He stormed some of my SCVs. How very unkind of him. As a matter of fact, I'm about to lose a tank down there, and I actually did lose a tank up there. That worries me a little bit. I'm gonna get a second tank going right behind that first. Let's get another Goliath patrolling in a similar pattern. Let's get another tank in position. Oh man, the Colossi. If I only had Vikings, right? Now, funny enough, siege tanks outrange Colossi, so the Colossi might be able to hit this from like over here, but I doubt the Protoss will be smart enough to abuse that. It'll likely be in range of at least 1 or 2 tanks, and even if I had the ability to build Vikings, since they don't really damage anything else here very well, and since these siege tanks are the crazy, you know, campaign versions of siege tanks, I actually, I don't think I'd even use Vikings. And down everything goes. Pretty quick and easy, actually. Let me not put my foot in my mouth, because here come the Colossi. And they are hallucinating. Oh my God, the storm! The storm! Okay, now we're going to get in there on the Colossi. Only the one is hallucinated, but the rest went down easy enough. And we need a bunker back immediately. We need SCVs back out there. I'm actually losing SCV counts like whoa. Anytime a storm falls, SCVs are just roasting. Everything else is looking mostly good still, though. Big forces coming in this side. And can I get the 250? I've got so much gas. I just now realized how much crazy amounts of gas I had. Let's take those down to 1 on each. And wow, I'm actually close to running some medics out of energy here, so I definitely need to get a few more of them. Let's try to put as many I was gonna try to say as many war pigs as possible in the bunker. I don't know that I only got 1 war pig in there, and a matter of fact, he's a hurt one. So can we get a medic on that, please? Thank you, little miss. And we're getting close to this door, and we don't have any SCVs over here. Wow. That is pretty crazy. They killed all of them. I'm going to kind of give them a crazy patrol pattern here, just to get them weaving all around everything there. And I think we're going to be good here. We're getting real close.
Units heading your way. These guys just won't give up. Stick it to them, boys.
Oh man. Oh man. I'm just going to try to get as many Marines up there as possible to hit the interceptors. And in come ground units in our face. And I think I'm going to be okay. Just. Marines, so good against interceptors. Who'd have guessed? Ooh, a geyser exhausted. Wow, they actually kind of put me right on the nuts on forces needed to complete this, or I should say gas needed to complete this mission. Got some turrets looking kind of bad. Got some tanks not in the best of shape. I'm just downright running out of minerals. I probably could have expanded, but it's not really necessary for this mission. Yeah, siege tanks, please focus on those colossi. Sweet, I didn't lose anything there. Oh, nice. Okay, just staying alive. And those, that's a High Templar. Sweet. I was getting ready to say those Marines are not going to want to go right up against that High Templar. Oh yeah, Archons do not stand a chance against Marines. Archons actually get their bonus damage against Marines, but Marines in a large enough pack, the Archon just doesn't get up to them fast enough. So we're sitting pretty here. The only thing I haven't done is the achievements. Again, killing 20 units. It's not that it's difficult, it's just that it prolongs the mission. But you can do it on a lesser difficulty, so it's kind of easy to complete on the lesser difficulties. But I need to not prolong the mission. Oh, it hurts, the storm. Luckily I was moving the units most of the time, so yeah, I actually lost a ton there. Colossi and Storm, that combo. If the Storm doesn't kill him, a Colossi beam or two does. I'm pretty sure we're going to make it here, though. I'm pretty sure that everything is looking good enough. Matter of fact, I could probably afford... Well, actually, I can't afford. I was going to say one more round of War Pigs, but I don't have the minerals. I'm going to have to long-distance mine. Yep, it sure is. They don't even have any forces ready to stop me. Okay, well, they're not going to stage anymore. They're just going to start flooding. So here we go. Moment of truth. Can I hold? They've already taken out a bunker over there. They haven't done any such thing over here. Just tell me there are no High Templar coming. Sweet. Complete.
For now, word of this sacrilege will echo across the stars. James Raynor, the day of the reckoning draws near.
These artifacts of yours seem real popular.
Yeah, no joke. Zerg and Protoss want them.
Yeah, as long as the pay's good.
And as long as we get siege tanks.
I'd say getting vaporized by the tal'darim definitely counts as diminishing returns.
As you can see, I did complete an achievement there of those two in a previous playthrough, but not in this one. Got all the relics though, that means all the research. That means that for this playthrough, for the overall strength and speed that I get my full tech tree out, it's about as good as I could get. I did kill 10 enemies with the drill, and I barely diverted it at all, so getting the 20 enemies, again, not hard. The 50 structures is a little bit difficult. I guess the only thing I can say is push out on, you know, I had like my base was like a horseshoe shape, and I had defense on either side of the horseshoe. Push out with one side first, and I would advise the bottom side, because there's only really one area that stages and comes through the bottom, and you can kind of push up in there, and you can kind of creep your defense forward. With those siege tanks, you can leapfrog the siege tanks a little, and it's not terribly difficult to wipe out a bunch of structures, at least on hard. I'm going for the quick clear though, just to make sure I can actually accomplish that mission. Hyperion Access Hall F. The hallway of the battlecruiser. Is there going to be something special waiting for me in the hallway? Whiskey. Whiskey's in the hallway. Whiskey's anywhere Jim goes. Sure enough, looks like a hallway. Such an unprofessional electrical job. Wires showing everywhere. Yeah, and obviously very unprofessional electrical job. The lights are unreliable. That's not good. Oh God.
I bring tidings
Zeratul.
I have pierced the veil of the future and beheld only oblivion.
Oh God.
Yet one spark of hope remains. You will hold her life in your hands. And though justice demands that she die for her crimes, only she can save us.
Wait a second. You're talking about Kerrigan. It's been 4 years. You show up out of nowhere.
Time is short. You must understand. The answers you seek lie within.
Oh.
Study it well. The fate of creation hangs in the balance.
Nice to see you too.
What an absolutely badass space ninja Mr. Zeratul is. He just shows up.
I've heard of these Ehan crystals before.
Ehan.
Supposedly they allow you to relive another person's memories. For Zeratul's uncovered, he was desperate for me to see it too. Well, here goes nothing.
Okay, well, that opens up a new side campaign to the primary Wings of Liberty campaign. I can now complete a number of missions through this crystal. I won't get to choose the way I can on the bridge. It's just a sequential set of Protoss missions. They're basically memories of Zeratul that I can relive by touching the crystal. So, of course, we're not going to get into one of those in this episode, but we are going to check out that research that we just picked up and purchase a new bit of tech. So, we have the choices of orbital depots. Watch this SCV up in the middle of the screen. Boom, boom, boom! Depots instantly. If you're supply blocked, you can basically whip these out as fast as an orbital drop, the orbital command supply depot drop. So that basically keeps you from getting supply blocked. However, if you plan well, there's not really a huge benefit to that. I guess you mine a little bit more, you know, because you don't have to spend time with the SCV on the depot building. Overall, however, this one has a similar effect. Refineries produce Vesphian gas 25% faster, and this also applies to, that's right, the automated refinery. So I can't get it yet, but on the next level, I'll be able to get refineries that produce gas by themselves. I don't even need to use SCVs. So this bit of technology, in tandem with this one, not only allows me to get gas faster than I could otherwise, which basically just means that I just get more of a very important resource, but I'll be able to get it without using SCVs towards it. So it's kind of like the bonus of freeing up the SCVs from the orbital drops. Instead I don't need the gas SCVs. So either way, from those two, either one allows you to use less SCVs. I'm going to take the gas one, but I'm also going to take this technology that kind of has synergy with the gas one. Now on this level, just to justify even further why automated refinery and gas is a great combo, you could get a command center reactor, and that's really neat. You can build SCVs 2 at a time in the beginning of that game. That gets you just kick-started into SCV production, gets just like your entire economy kick-started. However, if I take automated refineries instead, again, I just need less SCVs. So building SCVs 1 at a time is a little bit more okay, because every SCV that I build is going to go to minerals, whereas 6, maybe even 9 in some of the later missions would be going to gas. So that's my reasoning behind that. The reasoning behind this one kind of ties in with the reasoning behind this one. So sorry if I got a little loopy there and a little long-winded, but yeah, those two technologies, scrumdiddlyumptious together, loving it. So that's going to be it for this episode. When I return, I believe Haven is going to be the next place I go, but we'll talk about that then. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you next time.